A philosophy professor stood before his class with some items on the desk. When the class began, without a word, he picked up a large, empty glass jar and proceeded to fill it with big rocks, about 2 inches in diameter. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. So, the professor picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. They rolled into the spaces between the big rocks. He then asked the students again if the jar was full. The class chuckled and agreed that, yes, it was now full. Next, the professor picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled up the remaining spaces between the rocks and the pebbles. He asked once more if the jar was full. Now it's full, the students responded with certainty. The professor smiled. Now, he said, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The rocks are the truly important things, your family, your partner, your health, your children, your fundamental goals, your passions. Things that, if everything else were lost, would still make your life meaningful. The pebbles are the other things that matter, your job, your house, your car. Things that are important, but perhaps not at the core of your being. The sand is everything else, the small stuff, the distractions, the endless emails, the social media scrolling, the trivial arguments, the busy work that consumes time. If you put the sand into the jar first, he continued, you won't have room for the pebbles or the rocks. The same is true for your life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will fill your life with things that don't truly matter, and you won't have space for the really important things. He looked at the class, his gaze kind but firm. The lesson is simple. Lesson: focus on the most important things first, or there won't be room for them. Put your rocks in first, he advised. Define what the big rocks are in your life, and make them your priority. Set your goals, nurture your relationships, care for your health, pursue your passions. Then, the pebbles and the sand will find their place around them. But if you prioritize the sand, you lose the chance for the rocks. The classroom was silent for a moment, the weight of the simple demonstration settling in. The professor simply nodded, letting the profound truth of the packed jar speak for itself.